So we're in week 2 of the NFL season. A lot of good matchups for this Sunday slate. That Houston-Chicago game is going to be pretty fascinating. I totally expect Houston to blow out the Bears. I would be absolutely stunned if the Bears somehow came up with a dub in Houston on the road against D'Amico Ryans. So if you're into sports betting at all, I would bet everything on some sort of alt spread or the spread in that game. I just don't see any way how Caleb will look good in that game. I just feel like D'Amico Ryans, that defense, his schemes, it's just going to be too much for him. But still, should be a fascinating game regardless. First time Caleb is under the lights, so should be a show. Also have the Cowboys and the Saints at that 1 o'clock window. Originally, this game wasn't on my radar, but the Saints did look impressive last week. Granted, it was against the Panthers, but we'll see. You know, the Cowboys, Saints, Cowboys home opener in Jerry World. Should be electric. Looking forward to that one. Also, you got a rematch of a playoff matchup from a year ago. Bucks, Lions, another 1 o'clock game. Should be competitive, just like how the playoff game was. Low-key good game as well. Jets, Titans, Aaron Rodgers. Can he get his first win with the Jets? We'll see. But I feel like one of the most marquee matchups of this week is the Bengals at the Chiefs. I feel like this is one of the Chiefs' few rivals currently in the NFL, considering that they're pretty much the only team in the AFC that stopped them the past 4 or 5 years. I don't think the Bills and the Chiefs is really a rivalry because it's completely one-sided. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody in the comments, but I don't think Josh Allen has beat the Chiefs ever, I believe. And people have the audacity to call that a rivalry. Does anybody know what a rivalry is? It's supposed to be competitive. It's supposed to be back and forth. When Mahomes is undefeated against the Bills, how is that a rivalry in any sort of way? But whatever. But yeah, Bengals obviously lost their home opener in a pretty pathetic fashion against the Patriots. But I believe Zach Taylor is 0-5 in week 1. For some reason, that dude just can't prep his team for week 1 of the NFL season. I don't know what it is. It's really, really strange. Kind of a red flag. I don't know, man. Like, if you're really a top-tier coach, you have your boys, you have your men ready to go week 1, bro. Like, come on. Everyone should be fired up. And an 0-5 record for all of his week 1 games, that's kind of alarming. Honestly, if Zach Taylor didn't have that Super Bowl appearance on his resume, then I think he would definitely be on the hot seat this year. But so far he's not. But at the same time, we'll see how this year plays out because I feel like his seat could definitely warm up very, very quickly. I feel like he kind of got a freebie a year ago because of Joe Burrow's injury. Still, they were competitive in certain games and they finished with a decent record. I believe 7-10 from a year ago with Jake Browning. So, fair play to him, but he's got to have a good year this year, man. And a lot of people think that this is a must-win game for Cincinnati because to really start 0-2, I believe the percentage of all 0-2 teams to make the playoffs is 12%. I know that sounds really low, but we have seen it happen before. So they wouldn't be completely dead in the water. I'm actually feel like I have an outlier opinion here. I don't think this is a must-win game. Just because of the history of Joe Burrow and Zach Taylor. They're notorious for slow starts for the year. When they made the Super Bowl, I believe they were like 2-4 to start that year, and they came back and Obviously, when they got to the playoffs, they were a road team, underdog team, but they got it done. And I feel like if you could get it done once in that sort of underdog fashion, you could do it again. So I get where the narrative is coming from of you can't go 0-2, the AFC is competitive, Houston's coming up, Buffalo, maybe Jacksonville, etc., etc. But I think Joe Burrow is that special that he could kind of overcome all that. And if he just gets hot at the right time, him, Jamar Chase, can just get hot at the right time. Anything's possible. The only kind of caveat to that is I just don't know about their running back position. Joe Mixon was a solid back for many years for the Bengals, and I know Zach Moss is definitely good in short yardage plays, but I just don't think he can be as efficient as Joe Mixon has been in previous years. But we will see, man. We will definitely see. But let me know in the comments if you think this is a must-win game for the Bengals, or if you think they'd still be okay, even if they go down 0-2. So let me know. But as far as for this game, Bengals Chiefs, I definitely have the Chiefs. Also, another stat, I believe Joe Burrow is 0-4 in all of his week 2 games, I believe. Again, if anyone wants to correct me in the comments below, let me know. I saw that stat a few days ago, but yeah, I definitely have the Chiefs in this one. They looked pretty good against a solid Baltimore team, and I just don't think right now Cincinnati is a very good team. They seem ice cold. They don't seem very coherent. I know, granted, it was only one game, but that was a game they should have won. And, it's a home game too for the Chiefs. Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, Pacheco. I don't know, man. I just think it's a little bit too much to overcome for Cincinnati at this point in the season. So again, if you're into sports betting, I would definitely take the Chiefs. But like I said, Bengals fans, if you go down 0-2 here, it's not that big of a deal. After that, you're home Monday Night Football against the Washington Commanders. You gotta win that game, bro. If the Bengals lose that game, fire Zach Taylor. I don't care. Maybe everything was a fluke. I don't know. But come on, you gotta beat the Commanders at home. And then you're at Carolina, so you could easily go 2-2 right there. And then October at Baltimore should be tough, but it's a divisional game, so could be a coin flip type game. At the Giants, at the Browns versus the Eagles. You got to go at least 2-2 there as well. So I just think it's not a bad schedule for them once they finish up this game against the Chiefs. So let me know what y'all think. Do you agree with my take? Do you not agree with it? But one thing is for sure, I feel like Joe Burrow, Zach Taylor, and the Bengals have to have a good year. I swear. We just saw Tua go down again, and that was kind of predictable. If we see Joe Burrow go down again, man, I hate to say it, but based on his history, it's probable he will suffer another injury. I just hope it's not a serious one. But if he does suffer another serious injury, man, I don't know. That'd be pretty devastating. That would be pretty devastating. And I just feel like the Bengals aren't in a position to have another meh year. I feel like they have to make the playoffs and look competitive once they get there. So, yeah, man. Pumped for week 2. Really looking forward to it. Been waiting for this all week. I love ball. I know y'all do too. Enjoy it. That's all I got for right now. Peace.
Sometimes it's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty runs and across for the touchdown.
offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Love what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
The Bills have focused on controlling the ground game all year, but today they've lost the battle, and that's a reason why they trail in this one, Phil.
You know, sometimes stopping the run is just about a couple things. One, it's about toughness, just wanting to do it, and you need great willpower. They are not showing that so far today.
The Bills pride themselves on their defense, but it hasn't been a strength for them here today.
Yeah, they do, but listen, it's not working today. They've been out there for a lot of plays, and you know what is happening? They have fatigue, and when you have fatigue on the defensive side, what goes? You can't think clearly, and you just keep making bad mistakes.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. We return out of the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter action. Sims is in the backfield. Sims is handed